Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome everybody to the new stream. So, as you saw, the intro there, completely different. And this page here, pretty much the same thing, pretty different. I have removed the cam from the right-hand side for now, while I move things over. Hey, Michael. And all I have is my logo in the bottom right as of the now. There are alerts, which I'm going to test actually. If you give me 1 second, I apologize about this in advance. I'm just wanting to make sure the alerts work. I did this the other day and forgot to test alerts on this page specifically as to how they look and things like that. I just found things looked a little too, too much. Too much was before, is what I was thinking. Widgets, alert box, yeah.
Reactor, online. Sensors, online. Weapons, online. All systems,
There we go.
nominal.
So it just pops up at the top, in the middle, nothing
$CA.
crazy, nothing too dramatic. There is one thing I want to edit, strangely enough, and that's actually the, not the alerts, the ticker. It seems very... very opaque for some reason. Oh, well, I'll have to figure that out later. I have an idea as to what I'm going to be doing, but yeah. And the chat is actually very, very... it's actually more leggier than it was before. So I'm definitely going to have to try to figure that out and look into that, see why that's acting all weird. But yeah, so Supreme Ruler Ultimate as Vietnam. So we have placed some Air Force units over here in India. Nothing too crazy. We're just keeping an eye out on Pakistan over here. We helped Israel take out Syria. We're using anti-air or AWACS and early warning aircraft, things like that. Tech-wise, we're getting up there pretty good. Yeah. Overall, we have a plan. The plan is to go after Haiti so that we will have a point of influence in the, we'll call this just the Western Hemisphere. We have in the Central Hemisphere area. We have the territory down here in Africa. And on the Eastern Hemisphere, obviously, we have Vietnam itself. So we have all that in play. I just want to make sure right now the audio levels are good. Yep, there we go. Okay. Let's mute that. Let's get ready to do the next thing. Oh, and then we also have some locations and areas down there as well. Yeah, so let's get at it, shall we? So we have no text right now to research. Nothing to get from the Americans tech-wise. I think we only have one. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 of the 14 researches we're doing are non-tradable. So that makes me think we're kind of stuck like we were earlier. Kind of behind a bit of a, how can I put it? Kind of like a tech wall. Because I know the Americans are ahead of us. That's just a given. What we want them to do is research things like the SR-71 or the U-2. There's nothing too crazy there that they're willing to give us. So you can see our little bits of early warning kind of flying around a little bit. Just trying to get a good idea of what's out there in the ocean and stuff. The plan is, after a while, we're basically going to become kind of on our own. Just going to do our own thing, not to worry too much about the people around us. Okay, rubber is good. We're stockpiling, if I'm not mistaken. Production's 404, and we're using 490. There we go. That was a bit of an error there. We're going to put a price of our rubber at about 3,000. Oil. Yeah, we're selling about half. We're selling it quite a lot cheaper, so we'll go to 160 there. Metal. We'll up our costs a little bit, but not too much. Uranium. Yeah, we're still pretty close. I want to have at least some sort of markup there. Consumer goods. It's 15. Okay, so we got almost 100 there. So we'll get you up to 70. I want to keep the price for you generally in the area of making me money. The military goods, same deal. We're getting pretty close actually with military goods. Actually, industrial goods too will say, sell nothing. Science-wise, we're doing pretty good. Well, actually, that's... Oh no, our money's maxed out on science. Tax rate's pretty good. So, inflation is 11.4%. So what I can do, actually very simply, to just start knocking that down, because I'm not going to be building a lot over the next little bit, is increase our prices and increase our taxes. But I think our prices are already, yeah, maxed out. So pretty much taxes is the way to go here. We're going to go to 60% taxes. So as of this moment, oh, well, we're making around 60. Okay. We're spending a lot of money, actually. What are you doing here? You're decreasing spending, which is good. Not too worried about you. Education will probably be, yeah. Spend some money on education. Let's do family subsidies as well. Increase revenue, increase treasury. Not to worry about inflation control, because I can control that. Put money on infrastructure. Yeah, we're good. Now the AI should start properly moving money around. See, expenses went down, but income went down too. Now, I could theoretically go in myself and tweak this, but I mean, healthcare is already ridiculously good. Education's pretty good at the moment. Infrastructure. The AI, which I think is funny, is saying, you know, you should put more in this. The quote-unquote recommended amount. I always notice is like, you know, 10 million more. Here it's 3. Not too worried there too much. So that's overall how much money we're spending. Spending $71 million on road and $4 million on rail. which is not the best, but we are saving money with rail, so... I'm trying to destabilize... Oh, that's right, I'm trying to get you independent early, aren't I? It's probably not going to work. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the one of the more boring streams because there's not as much to do normally as there is. Really? Our military's done pretty much getting all built up. Oh, that's right, we're modernizing our Air Force as well. Wait, I'm building 5 of 6. That's... Did I already build the transport aircraft I wanted? Build the Stratotankers. I need to build some cargo aircraft. There we go. So we got 10 C5 Galaxies that we're going to build and stockpile up. I'm also... Look real quick at our reserve here. So we got a lot of KC-135 Stratotankers. These are all in reserve once again. A lot of early warning, what I like to call naval early warning aircraft, which is good. A couple of the land-based early warning aircraft. A lot of these are going to be updated. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about this. There we go. We only have 2 B-52Ds at the moment. A couple of B-36s. Now, the problem here with the B-36s... So they're a 1949 aircraft. They're prop-driven. So the range and speed is less than the B-52, but their overall damage that they do is higher. Now, the main problem here, if you look, right, like armor is 444. Then you look at the B-52D, and it's 396. So, a lot less as well. But you can see here, right, the missile capacity, aka the amount of bombs it can take, is ridiculous. It can take... obviously, you know, bombs. Overall, definitely a better unit. The Peacemaker, if you can get air superiority and not worry too much about ground interference, so from like, you know, surface-to-air missiles and things like that, if you can suppress that, the enemy basically anti-air, and if you can suppress their Air Force, the Peacemakers are ridiculous. They're really good. Problem is that later on as well, though, they become almost like a paper airplane. You know, with a proper, you know, missile, like, you know, picture an actual like 500 kilogram bomb on a paper airplane. That is the Peacemaker later on down the road, so I'll have to keep that in mind. So, this is interesting. You're not building. You are. Okay, we're gonna cancel all that out momentarily. And come back here. Okay, so first things first, air launched. Oh, we got the bug where it thinks I'm building like a couple hundred of these things. So it thinks I have 700 of these queued. Oh, it's gonna keep... Okay, well... Do we do the bullpup then? 60, 50, 70, 70. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, holy smokes. Well, I think this is the best one anyways. Actually, what? No. We're going to stave off land production for now anyways. Oh, that's one of my big problems with missiles. Okay, so the issue I have here is that a lot of these are bugged for some reason. Okay, what I'm going to do on offensive missiles, I want you to go with balanced quality of quantity. I want to see how you're going to do. So it's building a set number. Okay, that's good to know. So it's queuing up, building, letting the queue finish, and then building again? Oh, no, but just picked another one. There we go. Okay. I don't mind this, actually. It's just going to pick the best missiles for me, and I'm just going to ignore this altogether. Molecular multicore processing, done. Nano upgraded maglev rails, done. What do you do? I think you make, you give me bonuses towards my, yeah, transport stuff. Infrastructure. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we have more. Let's see if we can buy any of this from the Americans. Because if they're ahead of us, I want to be able to catch up. But right now, it looks like we are still ahead of them when it comes to military tech, which is just weird. Oh, is that all non-tradable stuff? Here. We'll follow that up with a boo. Okay. So you're just going to keep building automatically. I'm fine with that then. In the meantime, how is... So we have the Cudgel for subs. We got the Cudgel, the Strix, and the ASN for naval. We have a whole bunch of Karens, some Kangaroos, a whole bunch of Bullpups. So we don't really... I mean, we have a lot of Karens, though, which is good. Launch authority for all these things are good to go. Everything has launch authority, so everything can be fired if it's put on somebody. And let me double check. You're all... You're turned off. If I turn you on, you're going to go through some areas I don't want you to. Oh. Okay. Okay, well that's not a big deal. So does anyone know what exactly the bonus is for a non-used research facility? I know it does some sort of bonus, but I don't know the actual number. Our warships are building up. Our aircraft are good to go. So I gotta think of something I want to use other than... I need a multi-role aircraft. Is what I need. A good one. But all they have is the Whip and the Demon. I mean, they have the Scimitar, but it's a 1957 aircraft, and it's almost 80s. Germans have prop aircraft, so we're not even thinking about them. Whoa, okay, so the Russians have bought a whole bunch of American aircraft. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, the Tu-22 binder. You are the Russian equivalent of the B-1B. So it's basically the opposite of the B-52. The B-52 flies high and fast. The Tu-22 flies low and fast. Sorry, the B-52 is high and slow, while the Tu-22, aka the B-1B, is low and fast. So basically, the bear and the blinder are the, the double punch. You have your B-52s or you have your straddle, the B-52s and Tu-95s fly high and slow. And you have B-1Bs and Tu-22s flying low and fast. And they both hit like nobody's business. So Tu-22s and B-1Bs are good for hitting specific targets. Well, bears and buffs are basically good for just overall general of hitting troops, which is what I like. So, wait, so did you buy the rights? Oh no, this is just available worldwide. Okay, never mind. For a second there, I'm like, wow, the Russians bought an American unit. They had some tech that we didn't. That's very interesting. Am I still supporting the American government? I am. Okay, good. Oh, modern cruise propulsion. That's what we got from the Russians. So before they agreed to it, we finished the research on it anyways. Modern cruise missile production. So this is 1978 tech. So we're only 3 years behind here, which isn't too bad. You give us the ability to make the Moss 2 Hammer. Anti-ship missile. Okay. So Angola got independence. I don't know if they even have a town or a city at this point. Someone crashed over there. But I mean, Angola is definitely... Oh, they're right there, okay. Yeah, at this point, Angola's pretty much non-existent. We got a good view of the South African military at this point. Like, I don't want to say they're making me nervous. Because, like, I mean, they have, like, Amtraks deployed and stuff like that, so... I mean, it's still better than the French that have World War I tanks deployed still. Like, right there. So, I mean... Still not as bad as France. Germany should now have at least the Leopard 1 and Leopard 2s out. And they should be slowly phasing out a lot of their stuff as well. Or they just haven't built them yet. There we go. There's one Leopard 184 there. I mean, we propped up their armor and their ground forces a little bit, so they have a little, we'll say more. Oh, congratulations! How can I put this? We propped up their land forces by giving them a lot of tech. I mean, they're definitely dependent on us when it comes to tech. Really? So we're definitely on par with the major powers now when it comes to tech, which is good. Better air construction, which will be good. So in the next week or so, you will be done. So the next 7 days. Modern aircraft will be done. Or modern helicopters will be done. What? Seahawks. Chinooks. Oh, that's right. It's interesting. Oh, look at that. The first versions of UAVs very soon. Or at least close to. B-2 Spirit. F-15 Strike Eagle. Su-35s. Actually, that reminds me. Is there anything I can buy from them? Oh, you have a bunch of SA-10s. Those would have been good for me to be able to buy. Oh, there we go. Aircraft construction done. So now there's a couple aircraft that we're now researching, which is good. Actually, have you finally researched? No. So here is the weird thing, right? They have the ability to build the SR-71 because they have the F-12. Problem here is that the F-12 doesn't have the same electronics package as the SR-71. You have a range of 160. What was the range of the F-14? Yeah, it's better because it has the Phoenix missile system. Or the properly integrated Phoenix missile system. While the F-12A had the prototype of the Phoenix missile system. Okay. So every 119 days, one of you is rolling off. So right now, when I look at my reserves for my military, there's nobody there. Nobody there. There's 50. Oh, there's a lot of you there. Okay. I'm going to get you to deploy. And then you're going to go into reserve when you get there. Hold on one second. I'm going to bring up... I want to clear some of this out a little bit. Should have got that up a little bit, but it didn't. Wish there was a ticker showing you just how much this is going to go up. This goes up by. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's not going up by much. Oh, well, you guys can go in reserve. Question now is, do I want to go after Burma sooner or later? I mean, I got nothing to do right now, to be 100% honest. The only units I have deployed right now are my engineers down here. I'm going to deploy everybody, and I want to see just how much of my reserves get depleted here. Come on. If I go to full on, I want you to be ready to fight right now. Come on. 3 massive forces. Now, my theory here is that these guys would be able to move down and capture this area possibly. But with how more advanced our military is, we should, because they got Stuart tanks for gosh sakes, we should be able to crush these guys pretty quickly. Under the theory that we can deploy our forces really quickly. I mean, our Air Force will be able to deploy pretty Pretty gosh darn quick. I'm just deploying them right now. Don't need the early warning aircraft deployed. But that's our entire Air Force deployed. Oh, these are our Marines. I forgot about you. Like our expeditionary forces. You are... Oh yeah, that's right. You're our extra Nikes and stuff. No point in deploying our Navy. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's deploy our Navy too. Every now and then we do get a bit of a bump. Hey, morning. Well, afternoon now. Deploy all of you. I love it when we don't run out of people. We just run out of oh, I just deployed 2 LSTs or something. Where did I deploy those from? Oh, I probably deployed them from over here. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Okay. So theoretically, the Navy would be placed here. And they would push up the coast. That's where all my Navy is, right? Yep. So you got our extra anti-aircraft units. Ground forces are still deploying. At a very inconspicuous and nonchalant rate. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna slowly walk out of the barracks now. I have the people. Come on. You guys, though, are going to go back in reserve because you are literally my reserve. What are you? Oh. Do you actually needed a special invitation? Come on. Finish deploying. We got 66 there. 96 there that still need to be deployed. Like if they declared war on me, I would be definitely between a rock and a hard place at this point. Yeah, you guys can all go back into reserve as well. Actually order you into reserve down there. Because this was our expeditionary force for any wars overseas, but, I mean, if we're going to go after Burma, I don't need these guys. There we go. A noob patrol craft or ship or something. Good there. Research is definitely hitting a bit of a wall. I guess I can send all of you. So I have the port there, right? So we'll send you there for now because supply should be good. And then we'll break you up into task forces. Why you is not deploying? It's because there's like too many people in your area here. Our fighter aircraft are good to go. Are you fully deployed? No. Come on. Okay. So I've got Delta Darts, Tomcats, Demons, Peacemakers, and Shredder Fortresses all ready to go here. We've got a whole bunch of aircraft there, a whole bunch of aircraft there, some more aircraft here. I mean, as of now, I'm technically good to go for my attack on Burma. I've got my political support still going over here, right? Now that I hit the wrong button. Yep. And on you. Let's hit the wrong button again. Yep. Okay, so worst case scenario, they're going to cancel their alliance with me, and then later on I'll just agree to it again. You have no friends. You're just destined to no longer exist. So, normal speed, pause, look to see what the research was. Modern cruise missiles, good to go. We now have missile design improvements and rocket artillery improvements to research, which will help us upgrade our weapons or missile systems. Have you... Oh, wrong one. Nope, you still have not researched the SR-71 or the U-2. And... Ooh. Hello? This is an official AWACS aircraft with a range of 235. So I can replace both of these units with one aircraft, basically. Speed of 837, 330. So as long as it's a range better than 7,400. 10,000 kilometers. And I already have good strategic bombers. The SC-15. No, we're fine. $146 million. Basically to upgrade our current early warning aircraft system. Boom. There we go. First things first. I'm going to build 5 of them. And then we're going to, once this war's over, we'll have a modern early warning aircraft. It might take a while for them to be built. Yeah. By the time the war's over, they'll just be rolling off the assembly line, so that's no big deal. There. So we're going to sign a formal alliance with India. They'll agree, and that should help us when we go to war with Burma. They'll either send us troops, or, best case scenario, they'll actually invade on the eastern side here. Alright, so, that in mind. So first things first. These bombers are going to go straight for the capital. And they're going to basically just fly back and forth. You guys are going to do air patrol as well. And that's the only place where there's an airbase. The demons specifically, actually, is going to do something a little different. I'm ordering them just to do air patrols. Actually, what? No, I'm going to cancel their orders because they're intercept aircraft. We're going to do air patrols for now, just to there. Any of our multi-role aircraft or tactical bombers, we're going to be ordering out. We're probably going to lose a lot of these peacemakers in the process of fighting, but to be honest with you, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to need some interceptors up here. Aardvarks as well. Do I have any of my interceptors available? I do. Perfect. So interceptors are basically just being ordered wherever there's an airbase. They're just going to do air patrols right over the airbase. All of you, air patrol right into the middle of the country for me. You're going to air patrol down here to the south, just in case they get some ideas. And we're going to normal first. Go, wait a couple seconds, and then see what else we got going. So air patrol. I think... yeah, that's gotta be the only airbase they have, so... let's double check here real quick. So there's ours. So they have one... oh yeah, it doesn't tell me. You're already getting hit by artillery, which is good. Because our military itself has a ridiculous range. So... what I'm going to do... summon some of our offensive units just to move up and entrench in their territory. Figure where all my infantry units went. I'm not a genius, but I'm pretty sure I built some infantry units here. Okay. Yeah, so you have them. So did you... I may have completely gummed up the construction for these guys. In which case, these guys here might get their butts kicked. Because they have no infantry support. There's our missiles, though. I can't see Burma really lasting that long, so... Artillery should start landing rounds down there. I'm not too worried about this stuff down here. I mean, it is something that I'm concerned about, but... I'm now also significantly concerned about all of this. Because their infantry is not deployed. Oh, almost forgot the Navy. I have subs. What? Where are they? There we go. Don't worry about that port. I want you to go there. Let's cut off their main port right at the beginning. Clean that up as well. You're all going to stay in formation and move into their territorial waters. So let's recapture all this. Their military's definitely not really doing much pushing, which is good. I mean, what are you going to do when the military coming at you is... Let's just say ridiculously more powerful. Though I'm all surprised. I thought by now they would have at least put up some sort of fight, but I think my aircraft are pretty much just basically hitting them hard enough that they can't really put much together. They also have that as a port, so we're going to have to take 2 subs and place them off the port there, cut their ports off. And these guys are going to move up. Obviously cut off this port. Research better missile systems. We haven't even gotten like completely with these guys yet. These guys down here. Just want to make sure that everyone's kind of good to go here. So I definitely screwed up and didn't build any infantry here. Oh wait. Or did I? Yeah. Okay, we're going to deploy a lot of the guys from down here. Just because I kind of boo-booed. Move these guys up. Might capture these 2 towns here. So we have captured our first 2 territories, which is good. Just want to make sure that these forces here are all entrenched. Keep you guys down there as just a little support. Let you guys keep deploying. We pretty much have cut this port off, which is good. And this one, yeah. So we're not too worried about them bringing in or getting reinforcements from other countries at this point. We're gonna just keep getting our deployment set up. Make sure no one is too offensive or defensive in nature. I mean, we still have to bring in these guys, which is going to be just hilarious. They have to go over this river, so let those bridges and stuff be built. In the meantime, ground forces, we're going to get you to move across, and all move at the same speed. And let's do our first major push into Burma here. Also, all you guys, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to push, try to entrench yourselves right about there. These guys are going to come in and help. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I missed your comment there. Oh, there's another port right there. Didn't even see it. Don't think so, but thanks. I'm gonna go there. That leaves me with how many? We're gonna leave 2 subs here and 2 subs here. You guys are gonna come up here and cut off the coast. You guys should be fine just holding that. I should kind of hunt their navy down a little bit, but I mean, I still haven't even deployed my full batch of forces yet. I think that should be okay. Artillery will automatically just stop. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I haven't even deployed my missiles. I've been doing this without missiles. There we go. Okay. Don't have capture capitals turned on, so we're gonna actually have to fight. We're firing missiles up this way. Interesting. So mental note, remember to deploy missiles next time. I'm going to move you closer to the... Wait, no. I want you to entrench, not... This is probably going to end up bad. Am I going to capture the capital? Yep. Oh. We're going to roll some tanks and stuff down and try to capture you. Where'd they move their capital to? There, okay. No, that fell pretty dang quick too. Actually, I guess now that I got missiles, I can actually engage the warships too. Yeah, pretty much. Definitely want to neutralize a nice chunk of the navy. Oh, do you only have surface-to-surface missiles on you? The Strix. Nope. No, the Strix is an anti-shipping missile. Wow, I think I can actually hear them try to engage the missile. Don't think I'm going to be able to get across the river here, but I should be able to at least lob some rounds at them. And I've got the bridging equipment in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. bridging units for the win, Alex? I believe you're placing there, just so I don't... Hey, there we go. So basically just grounded them into the dust, is what I did there. So, I'm allied with India. Really don't want to go into East Pakistan just yet. I think now is a time of resting, relaxing, remodernizing, I guess, the military. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight, say, everyone that's a ground unit, go into reserve. You guys don't do what I just said. Aircraft, you go into reserve, and warships, you go into reserve as well. So just as the idea was at the beginning, did any of the new AWACS even get built yet? Nope. So we went to war, finished the war, before we built the AWACS, which was the theory behind it anyways. I'm also recalling a large chunk of my aircraft as well, actually now. Honestly, I don't need them doing all this flying around. Because I'm going to be replacing them, obviously, momentarily. This will, theoretically, clean up. Actually, you know what? I am going to put you in reserve temporarily there. And you're going to go temporarily into reserve there for now. We're just going to kind of bring everyone into reserve, get a good idea of... Well, we didn't lose a single unit in that war either. Which I think alone is amazing. Okay. I can fast forward all this, get this to go away on its own, or just... So the plan is... Or I guess we can call it Phase 2. I want to see if the Russians and the Americans broke any deals with us. No. We're still... Oh, hello. I'll take that. We're still allies and everything, right? Good to go. We're still allies and all that stuff. Yes, we are. Perfect. You still don't have an SR-71 or anything like that? No, you don't. Getting the SR-71 or the U-2 from the Americans is going to be the next pivot point. Once we get the SR-71 or the U-2, we are then going to pretty much isolate ourselves within our own country and kick everybody out. Okay. So let's look at ground forces first. What did we capture here? We have 8 deployed units. Oh, you guys. Yeah, go into reserve as well for me for now. Until I can clean all this up. Because, you know, Cameroon has decided that it wants to use my country as a parking lot. You sell all this stuff to them, and they are like, oh, thank you. Now, if you excuse us, we're going to use this as a parking lot. F-111s, eh? Interesting. I did not sell you those. The Americans are giving Cameroon F-111s. Interesting. I still think I might keep my African allies, just because South Africa still scares me. Oh, South Africa is no longer buddy-buddy with me. Interesting. So they're still keeping air transit and an embassy. But they got rid of everything else. Ooh, that's not good. Defense? No. Yeah, they just... Ooh, they really hate me now, don't they? Okay. What is this game about? You mean Supreme Ruler or this specific playthrough? Talking about Supreme Ruler, it's basically a geopolitical / war game. Take control of a country, it's finances, so it's economy, it's research, it's resource production, military production, diplomacy, all that stuff. And do whatever you want to do. Literally do whatever you want to do. So, actually, that reminds me, how is all the research and stuff, or the supply here? Okay. So the first big batch of construction we're going to do, infrastructure-wise, is connect our infrastructure in Vietnam with, well, the infrastructure here. And they don't have any rail. So we're going to get the rail going. Because nothing says civilization like rail lines. Okay, there's nothing else up there in the north, right? Nope. Oh, I got American troops in my territory. Interesting. Go. Let's build up our road stuff as well. I say road stuff. By that I mean infrastructure. Country management and world domination. Yep, there you go. Let's build a road out this way as well. Hello. That's pretty good. Oh, now Indian forces are coming through as well. Yeah, I mean, with as good as that is, I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's my own fault. I signed the agreement with the Indian military, so that also should double amount of, or not double, but it should now start pushing some of our supplies up to the north. Don't like the fact that apparently I'm western leaning. Gonna have to change that one of these days. American and French troops on one of our ports here. Oh, that's also another thing I need to do. Get rid of control. Repair everything, please. Alright, so we're now using 21,000 tons a day. 107 days. Let's buy some from the Americans. Because we're repairing a lot. Yeah, let's just double up on our industrial goods for now. That should jump to 2.7 million, I think. As long as the Americans agree to it, obviously. Yep, 2.7. Perfect. Should be more than enough that we need. You sell to me cheaper, right? Because it was 17 million for 2.7. Oh no, you're actually willing to, you're actually gonna sell to me more expensive. Never mind. Multi-fuel power plants, good to go. Next batch of research. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Do the Germans finally do the Leopard 2A6 yet? No. Oh, you finally put all your S-35s in storage, eh? So we modernized ourselves, the German military, by sending them a ridiculous amount and selling them, I should say, a ridiculous amount of tech to tech them up to Russia and or the Soviet Union and the US's level. So they're pretty beefy, but they're not doing any research additionally. I mean, they've built a ridiculous amount of research centers. They've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. The Netherlands has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Holy crap. I have never seen the AI build this many research facilities before. France has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many do the Americans have? Like, it's probably going to be ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Already counted that one. Wow. So they're not... Canada, how many do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not counting if there's doubles. So at least there's 12. Oh, actually, I forgot Alaska. You didn't build anything in Alaska. Like, this is ridiculous how... I've never seen countries build that much, like, this much research facilities before. It's actually kind of impressive. How are we all sitting score-wise when it comes to tech? So we're sitting at 20,000. Wow, we're not even in the top 10. We're right here. Actually, are we top 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. We're 14th. So the AI is actually building up quite a bit of research facilities. So we're at 20,559. I'm not mistaken, that's scores calculated by the amount of research facilities you have, plus the amount of research you have, and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely more competent. It's definitely building a lot more. Military-wise... So the country with the most amount of construction... China's really caught up. France and the UK are up there now. India's gotten up there. Pakistan's up there. I'm up there. Then Italy. Then South Africa. Then Canada. Wow. Okay. So the AI's been building some military production a lot as well. That's good to know. China has gained 25,600 square kilometers. Interesting. Oh. Wait. They would have lost some. I mean, they lost territory there and a lot in there. So where did they get... I mean, they captured that, but... Oh, probably because they cut even and then probably captured a little bit. No, because they lost here too. They lost a lot of territory up here. Borders down here really haven't changed. So that's all over here. Oh, you know what it is? So their puppets lost territory, but they gained territory down here. So technically they're in the negatives if you include their puppet. Okay. Biggest country in the world is us. Wait, what? No, we've gained the most amount of territory. Holy smokes. I was like, hey, we're the biggest country in the world. Wait, Canada and Russia aren't on here. India has got the most amount of military casualties. The largest military is the United States, then China, then... Okay. Yeah, we're a little behind all that. By a little, I mean a lot behind all that. Total losses, total kills, obviously we're going to be number 1. Largest treasury, we're 6th. But we have no deficit. The Americans are starting to run a deficit now. Oof. Let's worry about that one. I don't worry much about that one. Score-wise, when it comes to total score, meh. One of these days I'm going to figure out how all this works. How all the calculations work. I mean, we're winning when it comes to the military score by a little bit. But the country that's in second is Comoros, which doesn't make sense. Which is this island country right here. Oh well. Alright, so I also want to look at my economy now. See how things are going. Food's good. Rubber's good. Timber's okay for now. Oil's okay for now. Metal's good. Ooh, metal I want to work on. Power I'm going to want to work on. So metal, power, consumer goods. And obviously industrial goods. Okay. So we're going to wait till all these repairs are done. Then we're going to double up some metal ore, some power, and some commercial goods. Where can I build some ore? Okay, so we got actually right here. Good to know. All right. So first things first. I believe I ordered you guys to go into reserve here, right? Yep. GTFO, please. Sea transport to there. Congratulations! Independence is a good thing. I got it from the French a long time ago, and they love me now. 7, all of you. Sea transport. Oh, we're going to do power next, right? You need to be in a good supply area. You're going to go there. Oops, I'll turn all that off. Was that? There was commercial goods, so I need another area of good supply, probably with a port. So turn you off, and we'll turn the supply thing on here. Brandon has 0% supply. You're going there, actually. 96% supply. So we can probably build one consumer goods, one military good, and one industrial goods there. I want to see who we have deployed here real quick, just to make sure that I don't have anyone crazy deployed. Looks like it's all engineers, which is good. Still using 2,600 tons a day in repairs. It might take a little longer because we've got things like bridges probably that are getting repaired. Or in this case, built. Okay, we're almost breaking even. You're going where... Yeah, okay. So you're going to be the first thing built. Because when I'm looking, our overall production is almost maxed out. We're at 8,500 that we can produce. And we're already at just over half of that. So I want to build at least one full set of you. Yeah, I'm going to sneeze probably in a second. Am I going to sneeze? I thought I was going to sneeze. So we're going to build 2 industrial, 1 consumer, and I don't need a military one. So you are going to do construction there. Let you, and you're going to do construction there. And you are going to do construction there. This is going to be the big one because I have to take a look to see just... I no longer have, unfortunately, my spreadsheet showing me what the demand is going to be for power per constructive goods or consumer goods building. Used to have a nice spreadsheet done up where it would show me what the demand would be, and fortunately it's on my other computer. Look at that, we're down to 3 of these puppies. Nope, no we're not. Missiles are good to go. Build them more or less like ground or land launched. I was gonna say ground launched. Okay, we're getting these done actually not as fast as I want, so we're gonna take our time here. No rush. I'm gonna bring the other guys down and just have all of them do construction. Do I have any other ones in reserve is the question. Nope, I saw engineer for a split second. Yep. Yeah, it's the 7 of you, and you're there. Oh, poop. Okay, oh, I know. You. Land production facility. You specifically. Okay. I can only build these 2 engineers? Oh, probably because the ones I'm running now are actually no longer good. I think you... Because you're the 80s version, right? The 60s version. Wait, was that Brunei? I think Brunei just... Yeah. So Brunei just... There was an overthrow in Brunei. But Brunei is still a puppet. That kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. All 3 are good to go. Nope. Stop. Ah. Forgot what I was doing. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Power. Okay, we're still doing good power-wise. I'm gonna build more. I'm pretty sure the Americans... Because this is... If I look at the blueprint... This is a 1933 tech. Versus a 1965 tech, so... I'm going to say... Auto-deploy on. And build me... 21 is 3 stacks, so we'll do 28. These guys should auto-deploy for me. No rush. Let them do their thing. These guys are going to get ready in... How much percentage are we knocking off a day here? 8% a day. Oh yeah, almost. Yeah. What's the supply here? 96%. Yeah, we're good. We're good. The only area we have really bad supplies is where we have nothing. And even then, this town's... Oh, no, this town's pretty crap, too. Is there... Oh, there's no airbase up here. That's probably why. If I built an airbase up here... Wait, did I get more research? I got more research facilities. I'm going to send a couple of the guys up here to build an airbase. Probably here. Actually, I could probably just do it like that. It'd also help if I pick the right option. So I don't want an actual airbase. I just want an airfield. And I'm going to build with it, apparently a uranium mine, supply depot. Those two together should really help, you know, chemistry. The MD-500 Defender anti-tank helicopter. Nice. You're going to go do your thing. We're looking at what? Probably 1% a day. Alright, 5% a day, that's not so bad. You're going to get built really quick. The moment this is done, I'm just going to send them up there anyways. Oh, well, they're done. Construction. Go there, please. We got rail, so you should be able to get up there pretty dang quick. Unless you take roads, in which case, not as quick. Also going to clean up a lot of these military facilities as well, because I don't need barracks and air bases kind of scattered all over the place. Air bases, not so much are... Actually, that's... Well, they're not so much a bad thing when they're in like a town like this one is, because they help add supply to the area and all that stuff. But when they're just like randomly at a military base like this, I don't need it. Especially some of these random barracks too. Don't need them. What I might do is just continue building up in this general area. Because in the last couple episodes we've built obviously down here, obviously in Vietnam. We built down here in our infrastructure and stuff like that, so... So it was what, 8% before? What is it now? Yeah, 10%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, airbase done. We should start seeing supply move out a little bit better now. Yep, there we go, it's starting to tick up. And once the supply depot's done, it should go up even faster. Cool, but I want... You still don't have the SR-71. Come on. I mean, they are not... I mean, their armor itself is still behind the times. They're still behind in ground force warfare. I'm wondering if there's something else holding them up. I mean, their air force is way above. So is their navy, where it should be. So, I mean... Their navy and air force, very nice, very advanced. Ground forces, not so much. I really want those spy aircraft. AWACS are being built. Boom. Supply should now... Might not get as high up, but you can kind of see it moving around now. Up there. Well, in areas like this. 64... 78. 60. Okay. So supplies are going... Stuff built. The Indian military is sending a lot of troops from here down and then into their capital. Mao Zedong has died. So who is now your new leader? Okay. So that is that. Alright, so that's no bigness there. Come on, America. Do your thing. Research really cool aircraft, please. It's... like, their Air Force is good, and then all of a sudden, like, here's a 2006 transport aircraft. Like, their helicopters are F-15s. They have F-15s in 1976. F-15s and AV-24s. So AV-24 is basically like the Osprey. And they have these things way in advance, like, than they should be. So I'm assuming maybe they were researching the F-15 and these helicopters. They weren't researching maybe... Maybe they were researching those before they were researching the SR-71 and the U-2. Or maybe they've already built them. Nope. I mean, they have these. They have a lot of these. But the thing is, they only have an 82-kilometer LOS. So they're kind of useless. These things, though, are really good for transporting aircraft. Can they put... Oh my god, they have missile capacity. I did not know that. But they can carry troops. That's the big thing. Have you researched some sort of transport helicopter yet? Like, I don't know. Maybe... Chinook, for example? No, it's all aircraft right now. Oh no, never mind, you go right in there. Like, a lot of our research right now is missile systems, which isn't too bad. So, I need to cancel some stuff here. So, our newest interceptor is the F-15. So, we're canceling out our F-20 or F-14 Tomcat production, and we are going to be building F-15s in their place. We're also going to start doing chopper production as well. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, no. I want to build a set number of you. $20 should be more than enough, right? Yeah, because you're basically a tilt rotor attack helicopter. 48 of size 2. AI's almost fixed that. I'm also going to build some more missile production as well. I need more missile production. Was there any missile, like, military bases here other than this one? There's not. I'm going to build a military base. I mean, we already know down here is really good for supply. But what about down here? Right there. That's exactly where we're going to build it. Right there. We have some extra land fabrication now as well. So our land fabrication... I'm going to have to update very soon as well. Oh, I wanted to look in reserve to see like any weird, like, yeah, like these guys. Ring carriers. Gotta clean up our inventories a little bit here. We're just gonna scrap these guys. Actually, no. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to sell them to Israel. Whoops, that's the British Sudan. To Israel. Don't need any of these bring carriers. Get rid of a lot. Well, I like the light infantry. But a lot of our infantry, though, is going to be replaced, like our mechanized, with the IOF-2s. Do we get any, like, really crappy air... or, any other... like... anything that's not a witch is gone. Nope. So they had no recon units. Tanks. Anything other than a leopard or a chieftain is going to go... well, they had no armor either. Interesting. They had no anti-tank weapons. And our artillery is either the 152s or... oh, there's some... 240 MLRS. Is that... oh, there's that. Yeah, this would have been theirs. That would have been theirs. So they had artillery. They just didn't end up using any of it. Patriots and Nikes. If I don't see anything here, then that's one of the reasons why we would have won. Because they had no defense to our Air Force. And yeah, they had no Air Force anti-air defense. Vietnam scenarios. Well, you can make them, which is a good thing. No, that's all good to go. That's all... well, actually, no, these ones here. Boom. Just give me whatever. 174 million for captured tech. That's all. Or captured units. Oops, that's no big. That's no problem. You're good to go. Okay. No missile production. Go. So that's another, what, 6 missile production? So I think I'm going to double my missile production almost. Yeah, I got 9 right now. Am I sinking something? Want to play the campaign as Pol Pot. To each their own. Yeah, your help. Oh, there's American. Rocket improvements. Nothing. Come on, I need more tech. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to modify that in, so... especially with the new scenario editor and all that stuff. Thing is, right, with the game, it is near the end of its life cycle. I mean, it's been around for, what, 5 years or so? 4 or 5 years? So, and I mean, they've supported it the entire time. They weren't one of these companies that, you know, released a broken game like a lot of other people do. Wasn't perfect either, I'll give them that. But they've done good. My name's Jimmy Carter. Congratulations. You are also now the president of the... Okay, I have to do something. I need to find out something about the US in this game. Give me 1 second here. Oops. I need to find out if they're even researching, like, what's going on with them. Lose to Laos every time. Oh, Laos was easy to take over. Where is... I'm trying to remember where the save files are. There they are. Steam... Oh, what am I doing? Save game. Vietnam War scenario... Vietnam. Copy. Paste. I have no idea why I was looking at another folder. Yeah, Laos is very, very good. There we go. Let's do that. None of you guys saw that. Don't know what you're talking about. This isn't a way to cheat. Multiplayer. Host. Save game. Vietnam. USA. Me only. I want to see if they're even researching some of this. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the United States. Like, why? What are they doing that's, like... yeah. Oh, they are researching. Okay, so, like, I was trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, you too. So, I mean, they have a lot of stuff they can research. They're just not doing it. They're being very, very passive-aggressive. I'm kind of interested in the fact that the US is playing very passive-aggressive. Oh, I wasn't setting up an actual multiplayer game. I just wanted to look at something. Just wanted to see why, like, why the US wasn't researching. But honestly, I still don't even know. They're only using half their research slots. The only thing I can think of is it's a money issue. Maybe. Because I've never seen the US go pacifist before. Like, they're being very, very, very passive in this game. And it's very strange. Like, it's one of those things where I look at it and I'm trying to figure out just how that works. Like, how is the US being so passive? Like, the fact that they're allies with with Cuba of all places, like. Like they have the usual NATO, but they're allied with Iran, and it's 76. Madagascar, the Maldives, whole bunch of places in Africa. Like West Germany, like a couple countries together here, obviously, like Cuba and West Germany. And before you even say it, Castro is in power. Every time I've played, by now, they've always invaded either Cuba or even Russia. Even Russia's gone to like a massive war by now. And we haven't had the biggest war we've had, and the biggest aggressors are Israel and South Africa. And both these countries, when it comes to tech, are not that far off. I mean, they're still behind, but I don't know. Have not played Victoria 2. Played Victoria 1. Naval Force 86, good to go. Modern anti-sub warfare. You still don't... Well, wait. What do we have? B-52H. I have... G. Oh, that's that is India's new capital. Because their old capital got moved, and I sold them a whole bunch of stuff, and they deployed it, and they've just had it all just sitting here now. Like you can see here, they're bringing back all the forces for some reason. Like a lot of the troops that were stuck up here are now coming back. And they have a massive buildup of troops down here too. What's this? Oh. All the missile stuff. Done. So the AI should start building me missiles. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna still say offensive and balanced, but I'm gonna say on all. Just build everything. Can you keep the AI for the Navy off? Those missiles last time, like the way they were against these guys was ridiculous. I feel as though I need more missiles. Just with how good those missiles were before. That's the last bit of you, and then we're going to look at the computing. Perfect. Some other stuff, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, why am I losing money? Whoa! Whoa! What is going on here? Taxes have been lowered. No. Put taxes back up to 60%. I was trying to get inflation down. You're supposed to reduce spending. Why have you increased it by 100 million? Oh, because I increased the amount of money I'm spending on my military. Oh. That's right. I'm spending $25.9 million a day. In the oh, that reminds me, Air Force. What are you doing? Oh, Ethiopia canceled their treaty with me. Oh, crap. Okay. That actually makes sense. You know, fly there. I have never played multiplayer Hearts of Iron, and I don't think I'm ever going to. Okay, now move to there. There's a place you should be able to go to reserve there now when I highlight you, right? There we go. Like maybe with people that I know I might, but I'm just not good at the game. I think I have a total of like maybe 40 hours. Maybe 40 hours in that game. So I already know I get my butt spanked. And I think even then that's an understatement. India is sending a lot of troops to that port. I'll have to keep that in mind. As long as you're very, very, very gentle. One of my biggest problems with Hearts of Iron is I either forget... 9 times out of 10 I forget all about the Air Force, and I forget all about the Navy. Okay, so you're doing 4% a day. Why are you only doing 4% a day? You should be going up way faster than that. Supplies 97%. Why is it so low? Why are you only doing 9% a day? Out of something? Nope. We're knocking off 7 days, so it should take 2 more days in game. And then obviously my usage of goods should also just drop almost to nothing, but good to know. I will keep that in mind. Not the 14-year-old part, but I will keep the other part in mind. Okay, so I'm still doing construction though. Where is... Oh, probably bridges maybe? Oh, no, it's gone now. Okay, it was just a holdover. Alright, so missiles are now being produced like mad. Which is good. Warships, keeping that down. Oh, that's right. I wanted to update and modernize the amount of bombers I was making. Because we're moving from the G to the H. So we're upgrading our stratofortresses. America. Buddy. Could you? Could you? Could you finish? You're like, come on. Wait, do they have airships available? Okay. Prior to saving, that said helicopter. Now it says airship. Oh, are my AWACS done yet? My AWACS are done. Okay, so the AWACS are going to be designed around our 3 bases. Or sorry, deployed around with our 3 bases in conjunction with Stratotankers. So each base or each location around our country is going to get a couple of the AWACS. You know, you and I are still buddies, right? We are. So once the Americans sell us the SR-71, we're then going to basically invade Haiti via the Dominican Republic with basically just a small token amount of infantry. I mean, we should be able to do it with 20, 10, maybe even 10 infantry and some artillery. And just basically come in from this side and immediately crunch their capital. I'm going to assume they don't have the biggest military in the world. There they are. So right now they have 18,000 troops. We have 283 currently deployed ourselves. So we're good. We are more than good. I'm going to deploy at least one of you to there. We're going to... I'm just going to stay in the middle for that. Yeah, I'm going to deploy one now here. With your range, you should have no problem getting there. When it comes to support, that makes it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now these guys should have no problem with heading east. Because as you can see, oh, what are you? Well, the F-111 should be able to stop off in Hawaii just like these guys did. Except these guys are going to try and fly south, so you're going to crash. So the Tomcats are not going to make it because they didn't fly through the States. Oh, the U.S. controls Panama. Never mind, we're good. So we should now have 7 aircraft. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order the Russian AWAC to that location. Then he's going to go and do just air patrol along the border like so. This will give me a good line of sight as to what's going on over here. And to be honest, if I do take the capital, there's nothing they can do. Okay, so I'm going to deploy 7 engineers from this area here. There we go. They're all going to go to the Dominican. Oh, those Israelis for a second. They're going to get there and do their thing. In the meantime... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. With 4 chieftains in support, 2 anti-tank units. Six artillery. 2 anti-A in case anyone comes and help. I also want to make sure I've got the better anti-aircraft. There we go. So got 2 low and 2 high anti-aircraft. Don't worry about any AU. And we're going to deploy you there first. Perfect. Now, all of you are going to do sea transport. And we will officially have our invasion force. Are you playing Supreme Ruler Ultimate? Oh, perfect. Warships. No. Because some of the ways the game works, if you cheese off enough people, and depending on your difficulty settings, yeah, people will declare war on you. Yeah, the way the game works is if you declare war on a country without any provocation, the closer the country is to you, if you have the third-party stuff turned on, the people closer to you are going to be more peeved, and the further out they go, they'll be even more peeved. They'll be less mad, but they'll still be mad. And depending on what actions you take, they might get, you know, they obviously will declare war on you if you just randomly declare war on someone. What I normally do is I'll sit there and do things like support the governments around me so that, you know, they obviously aren't too cheesed off at me. While at the same time, I will do everything I can to make the country that I'm mad at, I'll support all the anti-government stuff. So, well, I had to pick a country here. So like this stuff here, like support the opposition, insurgency, all that stuff. And then make it so that I have a high casus belli, do some trade dish issues with them where I know they're going to not be able to fulfill trade deals and stuff like that. If you just declare war on someone for the sake of declaring war on them, there are consequences. Like here right now, I have 70% war justification for it. And obviously, I don't like them. They don't like me. Just going to break all arrangements with them as well. Yeah. So if you do a trade deal, for example, and you can't fulfill your end of the bargain. So say it's like a 90-day trade deal where you are giving someone either money or goods for money and goods, and it's a 90-day pay schedule. If you miss any payments or if you miss any giving of goods, it hurts you. Because it looks like you're not quite reneging on the deal, but at the same time, it's, you know, gives the country a purpose to go to war with you. Because it looks bad on your treaty integrity as well. So, for example, if I tell a country I'm going to buy its goods, I'm going to pay it $100 a day for 100 goods a day, and then on day, say, on day 30, I stop paying them because I just don't have the money because my government's losing out. They will still send me the goods, but I'll go into arrears money-wise with them, where a portion of my money is automatically siphoned to them, but then they gain casus belli towards me because the theory is that I traded with them in ungood conscience, meaning that I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to do it, but I needed the goods type thing, and vice versa. Say I was trading with Haiti, for example, and I told them I wanted X amount of goods for X amount of money. I paid them the money up front, and they weren't able to give me all the goods. My cause to go to war with them would actually be higher, which I'm actually going to do right now, if I can actually find something that I can trade with them. So, for example, we'll do a 90-day trade deal. Right now, we have a 70% reason to go to war with them. One of the good things is always look to see what they're producing and what they can't produce. So, military goods, industrial goods, consumer goods. So, for industrial goods, for example, they've got 1,900 in reserve. Electric power, uranium, metal, coal, petroleum, timber, rubber. Though rubber, they do have the ability to produce it. They're just not. So what I'm going to do is do something like industrial goods. Times 90 days, I want 531 goods, and I will pay you up front $1.1 billion. Now, mind you, once again, they only have 1,900. So theoretically, by day 3, they should be running out of goods. Now, another way to do this, basically it's just ways of getting them to go to war with you. Or go to war with them. I want their entire stock by 90 days. And our treaty integrity is good enough. At 62%. Theirs is at 99%. Ours is low because we just, removed all relations with them. As you can see, he's kind of mad. If I do this, and I'm just going to go here real quick. So right now we have a 70% reason to go to war with them. Space. Once they agree, we accepted the trade deal. Oh, okay. So immediately they failed because they weren't able to do it. So what I'm going to say is do 90. And I want... Yeah, they didn't have as much. I'm going to go for... Let's go for 900 tons a day. And I'll give them $2,000. Counter offer. We're going to try to agree with this as fast as we can. Go. So remember, once again, we were at 70%. We're now at 71 because they agreed to a term and they couldn't fulfill it. So we already have an additional 1% reason for going to war with them. And now they're now in arrears. So if we give it a little bit, it will also go down as well. Sorry, I'm wrong. Sorry, this should be going... Wait, yeah, is it down or up? I'm trying to remember. think it's, yeah, it should be going up, sorry. My bad. Actually, theirs has gone up quite high. I'm gonna give it time. None of this stuff is immediate, but it does slowly work over time. So this also gives me justification to actually invade them later. There's my invasion force there. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. You're good to go. What am I doing now, construction-wise? Rubber is good. Timber is okay. Oil. Once something gets to 50%, I'm always kind of sketchy about it. We're going to build at least 2 more things of metal ore. I think we're going to build them... Oh, I never actually did build them. So I'm going to pick this whole stack and tell you to do construction there. I'm going to tell this whole stack to do construction there. Let all these guys and order them like so. Order these guys to do construction there. You're just going to get moved back. You're all highlighted. You're going to get moved here. Then we're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. Usually just, if there's a group of 3, whichever one's off the road is usually where I'll throw the extra. This doesn't really change much yet. Is it actual SR? Is it Supreme Ruler 2020 or is it like just the 2020 scenario? It went up for a second, but then it kind of went down again. That's very strange. But yeah, basically you just want to get this as high as you want, as high as you can. And just make sure, too, that you pay off your neighbors. That always helps. Speaking of which, am I still paying you off? No, I'm not. Nah, you should be fine. Where is my invasion force? Right there. Okay. Have you finally researched the SR-71? I wonder if I just can't... I wonder if I can't. If I can't buy it from them because I'm missing some sort of tech myself. Wow, I finished the free electron laser research like ridiculously fast there. Hey, there we go. More more warships. Our invasion force is going through the canal. Just ignore us. We're just on maneuvers with an ally. We're not going to go invade someone. Okay. So declare war, immediately push into the border, probably here or here, and then just lob rounds. That's only 3. Where are my other... Somehow they ended up doubling back. Four, 5, 6, 7. And our invasion force is now officially in play. Okay, so here, immediately gonna modify this a little bit. Try to reposition these guys a little bit better. Poison. Yep. Bring over the chieftains. Wait, all of you entrench. And there we go. Invasion force ready to go. With engineers slowly showing up. What is this? It's a British. British are the same color as me. That's annoying. We still haven't built any SR-71s or anything like that yet. Come on. Once the Americans allow me to build this damn thing. Actually, I might just invade them early, capture it, and then once I get the SR-71, I can then start deploying it. Oh, I'm already shooting down their aircraft. This is good. So I've actually been engaging their shooting stars and P-51 Mustangs with my anti-aircraft units. Perfect. Trench. Keep everyone together. Entrench there, please. Entrench there, please. I'm now also going to remove your Air Force from the map. Oh, they just shut down my AWAC. Before I reacted. Some people say missiles are useless. I disagree. I'm gonna bring another AWAC out of reserve here. Actually, you know what? Let's bring 2 of you to the area. And to work, my love. Okay. I love you. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. Leftovers for me.
No leftovers?
I got some pork. Something with mashed potatoes, maybe.
I think there's some rice in the freezer.
Okay.
Already cooked. You just gotta heat it up.
Yeah, I might throw like some of the rice in the wok maybe, and then throw some pork in there and do some sort of like fried rice and pork thing.
Okay. What do we do? Let's heat the
Enjoy, have fun.
All right.
It's a lake, so these guys can move up. Well, I don't have any missile systems here. I have Discord, I just don't have my own. Would I run out of missiles? Oh, I thought those were mine there for a second. No, you still have missiles. Oh, okay, so they probably just hadn't seen that stuff, maybe? There we go. Constellation. Move you up there. Tell you to do air patrol. Looks like they don't have any troops left. Just gonna let these guys kind of move out this way. I'm not in any sort of rush. Why do I have a P-51 Mustang and an air... Oh! There's... Okay. So this is another thing they added in the game. I don't know when they added it, but it's a rarity. The Haitian Air Force surrendered to me. That's why I have a P-51 Mustang and an Air Cobra over here. That was the Haitian Air Force. They defected to my military. So their Air Force swapped sides. their garrison, their militia, just also swap sides. There. So their military, so their air force defected, and now their their militia also, like the only military force out here, also defected as well. I am though going to tell them to go. Well, I'm going to tell them to do anything right now, because I don't think I need to capture the barracks first. So I'm going to tell the Air Force to scrap its orders and go home. I don't remember when they added in that ability, but it's not often you see it. And to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of shocked that I've now seen it twice in the same war. Huh. They're probably going to move their capital away. Probably here or here. Most likely they'll go here.
We took their capital.
Now there is a chance once we take over that they just surrender too. Nope, they moved it. It's 4 and 2. I mean, I am just taking my time until the Americans research the SR-71, so... Oh, I might need this. That might be a tech I needed. For them to maybe sell them to me. I just might not be able to see them. Move you up there. Should be 5, 2, and 1. 5, 2, and 1. My Air Force can now also repivot. Come there. You and you can scrap. There we go. You can go air patrol to there. Well, you will go on air patrol to there. Kind of get a good LOS of this area here. Let the U.S. Virginia class cruiser here get a lot of the that sea for me. In the meantime, we're going to entrench and move up on the new capital. So we have 3 garrison units. Garrison units, if I'm not mistaken, don't surrender or defect, but militia troops have the opportunity and the chance to. Okay. So that's the Haitian Air Force scrapped. You guys, we're going to move up and we're going to trench. They might move their capital again.
We took their capital.
Or they might just surrender at this point. They moved it again. Okay. There we go. We're going to annex. Now, everyone that's currently here, other than these guys, are going to stay here. So I'm going to highlight everybody. So we got our 2 constellations. Actually, well, let's do it this way. Everyone that's in the Air Force is going to go to reserve there. You guys are also going to go to reserve there. And our engineers are going to stay as is for the moment. Build transport road, and we're going to connect you. Also, do that. Do that. Still haven't researched the SR-71 yet. As for you guys, well, first we're going to go theater and say, hey, do me a favor and repair everything. Secondly, stealth aircraft designs. F-22 Raptor, F-111. Your Fighter Typhoon. F-23. Gripen, B-2 Spirit. Yeah, I'm assuming the F-112 Blackbird. It's the Navy version. After I do this, I should be able to see the SR-71 or whatever. That's not often you see Supreme Ruler player building roads and infrastructure outside of their own homeland. Yeah, I'm definitely not your average player, I'll say that. You're going to go into reserve. Okay, so first things first. We have some rubber that we can build. Okay, that's that. Agriculture. Okay, a little bit of agriculture. I've played as the Dominican Republic before, or Haiti before, so yeah, we got some wood here and here and here. Yeah, I was gonna say we should have no oil, no coal, no metal. Oh, we do have metal. Here, okay. No uranium. Ooh, we have some hydro plants, but that's no big deal. And population. Okay. So next thing I'm going to build probably is... yeah. So let's up our speed here a little bit. What? Oh, I'm not controlling this. That's why. Okay. I want to look at my prices real quick. Oh, I'm now making money on agriculture. Woo! Rubber. I'm making a nice amount of money here. Not too worried about you. Hey, breaking even, finding electricity too. Wow. Industrial goods, yeah, I can't do much with them yet. And military goods, okay. Just want to sell a little bit more. I'm not controlling that. I'm gonna cut back on how much I'm willing to sell for rubber. Hopefully the price will go up even higher. In agriculture, yeah, really is not worth it at the moment. Yeah, because North Africa, I need to prevent dumb units from crossing the Sahara. That's why you also, you know, control the units yourself. We're now losing all my money for construction, I'm assuming. Oof, production's really expensive. I told you to decrease spending. Didn't I used to have the option of deleting? Oh, no, no, no. Well, I goofed that up. Come on, US SR-71. Ah, come on. I'm going to take a quick little 5-minute break, and I will be right back. I just got to go use the little boys' room. And we're back. Okay, so America. Okay, I have to see this. I honestly have to. How close are you? So no longer. Oh no, there it is right there. Yeah. Wow, they still have 150 days until they research the SR-71. Interesting. If I started building if I bought the F-12 from them, I would have the same air force as they do. They're not building any ground military whatsoever. So this, if you guys don't know, is the end of the stream. I'm just looking over at some of our friends and allies to figure out what they're doing. Researching wise, interesting. So they're starting to research their tank tech. So the Americans are being very passive, to be honest with you. I'm impressed with how up-to-date they are with their military. Their ground forces are a little bit more up-to-date than I thought they were, but they're not building them, which is very interesting. They still have almost 3,000 units deployed, though. I'm significantly impressed still that they're able to do what they're doing, even though, to be honest with you, they're being very, very passive-aggressive. So that's how the U.S. is sitting. Let's look at Russia next. Oh, I guess it's actually being followed under Europe, I guess. So we're going to take a look at Russia and see how they're sitting. So overall, they are researching the T-72. So they're on time when it comes to ground forces. Antimatter theory, interesting. So they're more advanced when it comes to overall science. But also, not using that much of their research. They still have tons of research. They're cutting back money-wise because they're losing a lot of money. Interesting. So they're actually hurting money-wise. Okay. So it looks like the economy of Russia and the US in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, both of them kind of hit a wall. Because Russia is now starting to take out a lot of loans too. So it looks like debt-wise, both countries are starting to kind of climb up there a little bit. Allies-wise, you're allied with Cuba as well. Interesting. So if both countries are... Oh, okay. It's kind of weird. So if both countries are allied with Cuba and Portugal, I might add. Oh no, they just have a treaty with Portugal for line of sight. Interesting. I wonder what... Wow. Oh, that's actually where their Pacific fleet's mostly positioned. So they see a lot of Korean units because you have a line of sight treaty with the Koreans, but not with the, well, makes sense because you're at war with the Chinese. Nice build. Oh, they're allied with Ireland. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. They have nothing going on down here. I can see. How the relationship is. So, a lot of countries are not too impressed in South Africa, or actually in Africa in general with them. A couple countries like them. Is it Ecuador? Yeah, Ecuador really likes them there. A couple countries there. Overall, I think it's a lot of countries aren't trading with Russia. So economically, they're not doing too good. So we might be seeing the beginnings of the Soviet Union kind of falling apart. Just from the way it looks now. I mean, they only got $19 billion in their accounts. They've got substantial debt. How much debt do they have? They have $112 billion in deficit. The Americans have twice that. So I'm thinking we're going to see probably the US and the Soviet Union over the next, maybe the next stream or two, probably get to the point where they're going to collapse. Like, at least economically, kind of have some serious issues. We'll have to see. Yeah. But that is the end of the stream. I am going to go make myself something to eat. I am starving. We've gone for 3 hours today. It's a little shorter than normal. But, these things happen. Some days you end up with short streams. Some days you end up with long ones. But, on the good side, we will be streaming again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. I know we started earlier today. Normally we would go to 4. Today we're going to 3 just because I started early. How do you deal with a worker shortage? I'm doing China 1914 and a Great War and can't get one. Boost your baby making. I think it's family subsidies. Family subsidies make your population increase. If this was Superpower 2, I'd say make it illegal to leave the country and move out of the country, but you can't do that in this one. Family subsidies is good. Family subsidies, it doesn't impact immediately, but it builds up over time. Health does it as well. If you put money in healthcare, that increases your population growth and, invading your neighbors. If it's overall worker shortage, look to see as well if you're overproducing in anything. If you're overproducing in something, then just tell it to cut back. So cut back production to say 10% of what you need, 100, so be like, I need, say you're producing like 4,000 of something and you only need 100 of it. I cut back production. That will increase your amount of people that are available. Because, in the back end, people become unemployed because they're not working because the supply is not there for the production. Free for all labor force is also another one with your neighbors. You'll notice that your unemployment might still go all kind of wonky, but you'll have people. Army won't. Your army won't. If you're talking about like reserves, throw money at your reserves, like actual people, like money wise, increase their wages and stuff like that. But yeah. The next stream tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm going to try to be as close to 1 p.m. as possible. As per usual, 30 minutes possibly before, 30 minutes after. So anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 is when we'll go live. Usually, we'll do the 30-minute musical dance party leading up to it. Hoping that the next page actually works properly now, too. I think it works. Yeah. yeah, if you're overproducing a lot of stuff, cut back on it. You can even go and like temporarily just turn them off. And if you turn them off, the people that work there, which is however many people depending on the facility, they all now become unemployed. So there you go. But yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow. I will see you guys there. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe because I'll send it out there into the Wild Blue Yonder. Also, I have been slowly, not as often as I should be, but I have been posting here, obviously on the Twitter. Post there 30 minutes before every live stream goes live. And obviously, if you hit this, because apparently if you subscribe to a channel on YouTube now, it doesn't work. You have to hit that stupid bell icon. So do that, and you'll get notified when I'm streaming. But with that in mind, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard-ish. Bye-bye.